The Arizona Wildcats final score 74 to the New Mexico State Aggies 48. The Arizona Wildcats, I was looking a lot for rebounds and also assists. Um, we the Arizona Wildcats, um, Caleb Tarzewski at 7 feet was to face the 7'5" guy from New Mexico State Aggies. His name is Sim Bueller. Huh, kind of like my last name. But anyway, um, we did pretty good on the rebounds. Their guys tore them up pretty good on the rebounds. The Arizona Wildcats ended up with 38 rebounds, and the New Mexico State Aggies had 22 rebounds. So we were able to contain, the Arizona Wildcats were able to contain Sim Beulah. He ended up with 7 rebounds, 4 defensive rebounds, and 3 offensive rebounds. Let's see what Caleb Tarzewski had. He had 5 rebounds, 2 defensive, 3 offensive. But anyway, enough with the stats. You probably don't want to hear any of that. But we had 4 guys in double figures. I was wondering if there was anybody that was a double-double. Nobody was a double-double tonight. But we did have one guy that had 8 rebounds, and that was Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And speaking of Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, he did a left-handed monster dunk on top of one of the New Mexico State Aggies players. That was the second time that I saw him dunk, or not dunk, but just play extremely efficiently with his left hand. So maybe he is left-handed. I'm not sure. He probably is. But Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, I asked the guy on the radio today, I asked if Rondé Hollis-Jefferson could ever slide into that position as a point guard, maybe as a secondary point guard behind T.J. McConnell. But that he said no, that's not possible because Rondé Hollis-Jefferson is just not built that way. He doesn't have some of the capabilities that would be necessary to be a very good point guard. I was hoping that T.J. McConnell would have quite a few assists tonight because, like I said, I really was looking for the amount of assists tonight because the U of A, University of Arizona Wildcats were starting to push away or starting to get close to a 10-point advantage or more almost at halftime. So I really thought that the University of Arizona Wildcats were going to be able to capitalize on this and win this game outright because the New Mexico State Aggies had a lot of guys that were in foul trouble, or at least had 2 fouls. So obviously they were putting it all in, and New Mexico State Aggies were putting it all in, but it was just too much of a mountain to climb. So anyway, the Arizona Wildcats were able to capitalize on it in the second half and just ended up by winning by almost 26 points. So, um, I don't know what's going on with Aaron Gordon. I wonder if his vision is screwed up because there was 2 free throws that he shot tonight. He made 1 out of 6 from free throw land, and 2 of the free throws that I saw was like way over to the side of the rim. It almost didn't even touch the rim. I don't think his 2 of his free throws. So I don't know if something's wrong with his vision right now, or if maybe the crowd is in his head. I don't know what it is. He was 0 for 3 from 3-point land tonight. But he's just a fantastic player. He's had 3 defensive rebounds. And he just makes a good team contribution. I know that he was highly touted. Aaron Gordon was highly touted whenever he first came on this team, but I think he's kind of sitting back and laying back and not trying to hog the spotlight, and I think that's a sign of a fantastic player, and that makes me wonder if he's going to stick around for 1 more year after playing with the Arizona Wildcats for 1 year. But who knows what the future may hold. I mean, he might a light bulb might come on, and he might whenever we start the conference games, and he might say, I'm gonna try and score a ton and get a whole bunch of ESPN highlights. And speaking of ESPN highlights, we had a competition in between Rondé Hollis-Jefferson with that dunk from the left hand, with the left hand, predominant dunk, and we had Nick Johnson with a 360 dunk, 2-handed dunk. So those were 2 highlights that will probably be showing up on ESPN. Who knows? Probably. 4 out of 10 from 3-point land. The Arizona Wildcats, pretty nice. And I was really, another thing, I was just really happy with the amount of assists. We had T.J. McConnell had 6 assists, and sometimes I see him with 8 assists, sometimes I see him with 7 assists, sometimes I see him with 10 assists, sometimes I see him with 4 or 5. But it's nice to get the amount of assists from T.J. McConnell that we like. I mean, hopefully we can get more whenever we play against Michigan the next game. And I was also really glad to see some assists with the second string players that came in. Conklin came in, and Pitts, and Jordan Mays, and Korchek came in. Korchek knocked down those final free throws, and that was really nice. Let's see. He's the one that assisted, so that was pretty cool. I think he even assisted to Conklin, and I think that was the first points that Conklin ever had for the University of Arizona Wildcats on the court whenever he was in the game. So that was pretty cool. But the Arizona Wildcats were able to win this game straight out. The Arizona Wildcats had a final score of 74 to the New Mexico State Aggies 48.